All right, dude. We made it to 25 books.
So we started this thing in
Quarter of 100.
the middle of September.
Quarter of 100. We started it when?
Middle of September.
Middle of September. You're on book 25. I'm still on book 1.
This one probably isn't free.
Did we already choose that one before?
Yeah. But this is kind of a controversial book.
Did we try to choose this one yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, you keep stepping on my feet.
This is the one where I like the TV show, but the book is a bit controversial because the topic is... Okay, yeah, it's taken.
What are you doing over there, Bo? I don't have stretch arms. Bo's got to be the center of attention.
Yes. Please be
You can say yes, but we'll see if they have it.
Be free. Because this is the one that got me to add more. Yes, it's free.
Okay.
Okay.
Try number 2. It's available.
This book is basically what made me add more. So I've been wanting to read this book for like ever. And I basically put like a little notification. What?
Let me see it.
I put a notification to like what am I saying? To like because basically they didn't have the book like available at all. Like it's not that somebody had it. It's like they didn't have the book in their catalog at all. Eventually, so basically I was like, just notify me when they finally have this author. Because I've been wanting to read a lot of books by her. And they finally released some books, and there was that one. And I've been wanting to read that one forever. So, the book is Heaven by Mieko Kawakami. And so, I originally...
Mieko Kawakami? I'm a big fan.
Anyway, I found out about her because... So, one of my favorite booktubers, he is a fan of... What is it? It's Haruka Murakami.
Oh, I love Haruka Murakami.
Okay. Anyways, so... Basically... he was talking about this article that he read, so then I read the article. And basically the article was this author kind of criticizing that other author, who's a very famous Japanese author internationally.
Do authors have rivalries with each other?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But basically she was criticizing him because of the way he often depicts women in his writings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes it can be a bit misogynistic. And so then, like, somebody on TikTok that I follow recommended this book because she read it. And so then I was like, this is the author from that article that I read. And so then I was like, you know what? I'm going to add this. So, yeah.
All right. How many pages or how many hours?
I don't even know. But it's about, like, bullies and stuff like that.
Cool.
It is approximately 6 hours.
Okay, so that should be like probably finish it in a day too.
Yeah, let me see the exact. If it'll load. 6 hours, 22 minutes, and 4 seconds.
All right, there you go. All right, we'll see you tomorrow then.
Probably.
All right, here we go again.
Literally the next day. Okay.
Book 24, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, is it book 24? No, that's book 25.
Oh, okay.
Book 25. What do you got?
So basically, it's about bullying, and with Japanese fiction, I've kind of learned, and just Japanese literature in general, is that they tend to kind of have either like some sort of moral, or they kind of want to have it mean something, or it's supposed to be philosophical or stuff like that. So this is kind of the philosophy kind of bullying. Basically we follow a 14-year-old boy. He's in his like last year of middle school or something. he doesn't have a name. Like, well, he has a name. He's just not named in the book. And everybody calls him Eyes. And I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, he is getting bullied. And by bullied, I mean this dude is getting tortured. He is forced to eat chalk. His bullies put chalk in some water and let it dissolve. He has to drink it. His bullies use him as a, quote, soccer ball in the gym. He has staples put in his palm and then taken out. He is beaten really badly, but they're very precise about everything. So the reason they take the staples out and they're precise about how they beat him up so they don't leave bruises, the reason they do all that is so nobody knows what they're doing to him, basically. And he's kind of like too weak. That's how they see him. Like he's too weak to speak up or anything. And the main reason that he's bullied is because he's there. And then they kind of find things about him to pick on him and all that. Basically, at the beginning of the book, he gets this note on his desk from this random, like, it's unnamed. Basically, he's like, oh, meet me at the park after school. And he's like, should I go, should I not? He eventually goes. It's a classmate of his named Kojima. And Kojima is also getting bullied, but for a different reason. And basically, it just kind of revolves around the two, like, their friendship. The main character, he's getting bullied because he has a lazy eye that he's had since he was a kid. That's why he gets called Eyes. Kojima gets bullied because she, like, her hair is always messy. Her uniform is always dirty. She doesn't really take care of herself that much. So the students call her Hazmat. And basically there's kind of a reason why she does that. And they don't really reveal it until probably halfway through the book, when Kojima tells our narrator, basically. And the reason that she doesn't really take care of herself is her mom had left her dad for a wealthier man, and her dad became really poor. He couldn't afford a lot. His clothes were often dirty. So she does it as a way to be closer to her dad. So, but she's getting bullied as a result. And then later in the book, she starts starving herself. But basically, they develop this friendship, and basically the book is just kind of like, is it good or bad when two people who are both experiencing this violence or trauma develop a friendship, like, based on trauma? Like, is it a good or a bad thing to develop a friendship based on a mutual trauma that you guys went through? Basically, is what it's saying. And our Eyes, our main character, just kind of wants to move on with his life and eventually get the courage to speak up to his bullies and all that. While Kojima thinks that there's this whole meaning behind her getting bullied, and she thinks that she's getting bullied for a reason and all this stuff. And she basically just, like, doesn't want to speak up. She's fine taking the bullying and being hit by the girls in class and all this stuff. And basically, eventually he's like, you know what, I'm gonna speak up. And Kojima's like, don't speak up. And she's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Not in a sense that, the way she talks is annoying or that, all that. It's just, she doesn't want to do anything about her bullying. She just wants to take it, and she's trying to find meaning in it. She kind of takes pleasure in pain, and not necessarily, like, she doesn't cut, and it's not necessarily, like, physical pain that she's talking about, and it's not necessarily pleasure or anything. It's more so, like, she's just, like, is okay putting up with it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw a post on TikTok where it compared the two to an escalator and stairs. Because our narrator is the escalator. He wants to move forward. He wants to go up in life. He's, towards the end of the book, he's planning on getting eye surgery to fix his lazy eye. And he confronts his bullies and all that. While Kojima is the stairs, because she stays still. She wants to take it. She doesn't want to do anything. And she's just kind of like setting herself up in a way. And she literally tells the main character not to get the eye surgery because it's the only thing that makes him him. But that's not what makes him him. It's his personality and all of that. Basically, just the book is about.
Whoa.
The book is just about, like, why do people bully? Why do people pick on the weak? Why do, just all this stuff. It kind of reminded me a bit of you, but opposite. Because you would talk about how in school people would try to bully you, but you just didn't care. So they ended up stop bullying you.
Yeah.
While our main characters, it's like they care and they're like asking their bullies like, why are you doing this, all this stuff, and they're just pretty much like, oh well, you're here, so might as well. Like, it was a good book. So
All right, there you go. What was that called again?
Heaven by Mieko Kawakami, and there is a
Oh,
reason.
Mieko Kawakami. Yeah.
There is a reason it's called Heaven. Basically, pretty early on in the book, Kojima takes
Kojima.
takes eyes to takes him to a museum of some sorts. I think it's like an art museum. And basically, she wanted to show him this painting, and she felt that the painting's name was pretty bland. So she calls it Heaven, because that's what she feels like heaven would be like, basically. But they never end up seeing the painting due to something happening. So, but that's why it's called Heaven.
All right, there you go. Book 25.